Welcome, welcome. This is our. I'll start this one off. What's up, family? We're back. Welcome. Yes, our third episode.
Yes, Elevated Health and Wellness Podcast.
Welcome, everybody. My name is Neil.
My name is Tony.
And I am Daryl Doobie.
And this is the Elevated Health and Wellness Podcast. This is our third episode. I am so excited to be here. Thank you, everyone that's going to be joining us live and also replay on a podcast. Our YouTube is getting stronger and stronger. We're getting some followings because people are relating to what is happening and in our lives. We're just everyday people trying to do things as a community. So I'm going to let you talk and take over the topic today, Daryl, or Tony, and let you do your thing, and then, I'll do what I do on a daily basis.
You know what? I want to talk about, there's things in life as we get older, our friend groups get smaller. Things that we get involved in are less. And what I've noticed in this community of common sense is that we are like-minded individuals coming together for a greater good. Everybody has a Y factor in the company.
Yes.
Whether it be you want your financial freedom so you can do things that you like, travel, enjoy your day, whatever it may be, buy extra toys for yourself, put away money for your kids or grandkids or even for yourself. And I'm watching as people are growing, even our group here in Pittsburgh, Neil, watching us grow and watching things happen. And you just gave us some great news when we came in, how you are developing the store is even coming together more. You need more help, more people coming in to the store. So all of these are because of you're around like-minded people. So you start to get those ideas that come to you, and you're able to accelerate those ideas because you're talking amongst people who have the same vision as you.
Yes.
And that is so important now in the days where we separate ourselves through these phones.
Yeah.
It's
real and chilly. Since COVID, men already were going through women social integration because we barely did that. After COVID, that dropped drastically. It went to why number one thing in America right now where people are going through some sort of mental incapacity is because we're lonely.
Yes.
Yes.
The social groups have dropped. The interaction as a community has become individualized.
Mhm.
I was reading, we were talking about the study that was done. There was a professor at a major college. There was an advanced math course that students were involved in. And what happened was there was a group of students that were excelling beyond the rest of the class. They were just excelling. The rest of the class was basically failing out. And the professor was trying to figure out what the issue was and why one was excelling over the other. And in looking at the groups, what they realized is that the ones that were excelling were actually doing it and tutoring and coming together as a community and learning together as a community. The ones that weren't were individualized, studying by themselves, trying to excel by themselves, trying to compete constantly amongst themselves. So therefore, there was no growth.
Wow.
So they weren't able to learn as a group. We are doing that as a nation, unfortunately, and we've been taught that as a nation. Instead of rising together, we've been taught, unfortunately, the word capitalism has another C in it. It's called competition.
Oh, yes.
So when competition is there, then we individualize growth and don't realize that we can all grow together.
Yes.
One man shouldn't have $100 billion while others are just, on the wayside trying to make it. We can all grow together. And that's the concept of what common sense community brings, what the products brings to our lives, while we're growing. And when he switched the next 30 days, that professor said, okay, I'm going to give you guys a task. The ones that were failing, we're going to group them and create study groups amongst that certain group.
Okay.
And in 30 days, the grades not only excelled, but there wasn't anyone failing anymore because we're doing it as the entire class was doing it as a community and excelling as a community instead of, oh, I have the best grade, I have the best of this. And we're so the best at much of ego.
Right. The ego.
Wow.
We're the best at ego instead
Right.
of the best at being community. People are flocking up to America for the dream, but we also have to be part of that dream. We have to instill a level of community that we all need each other. It's not
Absolutely.
just
Right.
in this world. We need each other as neighbors. We need each other as business partners, as consumers, as a nation,
Right.
Yes.
as humans. So that's where it comes down to why we're growing is people, first of all, are very reluctant to try something new
Mhm.
because we've been taught
Right. We're
not to.
conditioned. We're just
Yeah.
conditioned
So we
for it
are
to be
in,
separate. It's
and-
mindset.
and as I've learned, and as I'm going through my stages in life, I've learned that I had to unlearn more than I learned.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because it is, and it comes out of your base. You really do have to learn how to be loving to one another and understand that you're pushing each other up. You
Mhm.
come up as well,
Mhm.
and that's unfortunate. Just like we don't learn that in school, we learn capitalism.
Yeah. Well, individualism is what
Yes.
is, and the powers to be. That's what they want. The story is, you can have a bunch of black ants and a bunch of red ants in the same container. They'll live together and walk amongst each other. But the second you start shaking that container, it becomes chaos and agitated, and they start fighting amongst each other. That's what they want. So one of the key
Watch
things
out
is
now.
one of the key things is what we're
Message.
doing
Right.
is that we're showing people that we can get back to basics. Health is your number one asset. I don't care if you are $100 billion in the bank. It means nothing if you can't access it. If you can't get up with your 2 feet and walk over and enjoy being alive and enjoy health, then it's just digital numbers, which really what it is
Right.
now.
It is. It is.
Absolutely.
No, truly.
So
Absolutely.
we need to. I can never understand the concept of how we put money over human life. So
Because
my
we're trained to think that money equals life, and that's not. We have to unlearn those things
Wow,
that
that's
you
deep.
talk
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And this is affecting people's health. The loneliness, the
Mhm.
separation, that is compromising people's health right there.
Yeah,
Just-
and then when you're thinking about money and how to get it, and everything is so high.
Right.
How about this? You do work on your health.
Yeah.
And you make money while you're doing it.
doing it.
I mean-
Common sense.
Common
Makes common
sense.
sense.
It
So-
makes common sense.
So I love it. So it's so funny because today is my 1 year anniversary in a lifestyle change.
Oh my
when I
gosh.
ordered
Wow.
my first product in Common Sense 1 year ago. It's my anniversary. So
Happy anniversary.
Congratulations.
Yes,
to a
congratulations.
new life.
Yes.
I did a show yesterday on one of our products for the meal replacement,
Mhm.
and I
Was it
was
the shake?
The shake. I
Okay.
was so ecstatic to talk about that because I've seen the results.
Where can
of-
people watch that before you?
Go negativeinstore.com or Negative Wine Store on Facebook. Facebook Negative Wine Store. You can watch our weekly live wellness.
Yeah, I watched a
highlight.
little bit of yesterday. You and Justin did a great job.
Yeah, Sabrina, she did an amazing job talking about the product and just overall what it's done for our lives and what it's done for our families' lives. So, when we were discussing, okay, what are we going to talk about today? Was, we have this amazing company, Common Sense, that you can integrate in every part of your life.
Mhm.
We're consumers of products. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're buying gas, whatever it is, we're consuming. So why not go into a company that what you consume, you're earning at the same time?
Absolutely.
That's a no-brainer.
So
Yeah,
there is not a as a consumer, you buy it, you use it,
Right.
you basically flush it down the toilet, and that's it. You
Mhm.
don't see your money again.
I just like to add that these are all high quality products. It's not,
High
there's no
quality-
garbage.
Yes,
These
no-
are high,
yes.
high quality products.
And they work.
Right.
beyond high quality products,
Mhm.
because now you have, when you have a baseline of products across the board that you're from 1 year old on up can use in different what they may need in their lives.
Mhm.
You no longer have to go on and be like, because before with my older kids, couldn't buy the same products that I'm using for myself for them.
Right.
It didn't exist.
It-
So we now can have products for the entire family to not only be healthy from, but to enjoy.
Mhm.
It saves money.
When it's natural, you can
and
do
you're
that.
natural, you can do it.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about what you're giving
100%
your kids.
natural. I'm just noticing a shift in everything, in mentality, in outlook, in how you handle stress, how you handle problems. Before we're taught to look for the problem instead of now we look for the solution.
That's right.
Right.
Um,
What
Your problem solver.
What problem?
Yes, yeah.
Right.
And that's what it boils down to. It boils down to changing your mindset on life.
Right.
Manifestation, learning to be your own battery.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And
A lot of people.
That's for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to say one thing too. We have a couple of different groups, Facebook group, and I go into that group and I see people's testimonials,
Yes.
and it really charges me up to understand like this is not just something that's fly by night. This is really changing people's lives. People with serious illnesses,
Mhm.
and it's helping them. And to watch them not only be helped in the physical way, but being motivated. Yes, people on there saying, yes, we're glad for you. We're
Yeah.
happy
Yeah.
for you.
Community.
We're
It
praying
touches
for
their
you.
Yes.
soul.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
and,
Really.
and those things right there, bringing that oneness
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
where you don't feel that loneliness.
Oh my
You don't
gosh.
feel that.
Yeah.
And everybody's on the brain sense.
Mhm.
So everybody's constantly thinking, constantly developing, constantly growing. And Joe on these calls, he's been amazing.
Amazing,
Eddie
yeah.
also on those calls on
Yeah.
Saturdays, amazing.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
energy that they bring into the company, it really starts from the top down.
Right. I have to speak on both these guys because I do the extra group on the Monday, and you've been
Okay,
sitting on
yeah,
some of
yeah.
those. So you've
Yes.
seen how Richard does it too.
Yes, Richard.
Like
yes.
they're amazing. Like I really, I feel so
and real
much love.
people.
Yeah, they're real people.
Yeah.
They're real people.
Well,
you know?
and that's what, we have a convention coming up May 11th right here in Ohio, and I'm super stoked to get to that one also.
Yeah.
Our last convention, which we had in Valley Forge a couple weekends ago,
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
was absolutely amazing.
fire.
It was.
Yeah.
When you walk
Yeah.
into these
Absolutely.
conventions and you go to, you think it's all about hoop, rah, rah. It's not.
Mhm.
We were in class learning mastermind techniques of how to build your health, how
Right.
to build wealth, how to excel at being self-disciplined,
Right.
just everything across the board, your mindset. Common sense is not just products.
No, we're
No.
learning it from family.
Yes.
It's family.
Yeah,
It becomes
yes.
family. So that goes back to loneliness and groups of people
Mhm.
being lonely. We
Mhm.
all found each other through common sense.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
when
Yeah.
we went to convention, if we thought it was anything but family, we were reminded that it's very much family.
It's very much so.
Mhm.
And,
Tapping into health and wealth.
and it was so,
We found you for common sense.
yeah.
I found it a long time ago.
I was all common sense. I'm
Years
trying to
ago.
remind you.
Well, that's the thing about it is, remember I said the universe has a plan. God has
Yeah.
a plan to what
Right.
when you talk about like-minded people coming
Mhm.
together. I wasn't like this years ago.
Wow.
I wasn't. When you're suffering from the inside, it takes it's a gloomy glass.
Mm.
It's like a very, very dirty glass you can't see through. So no matter what you do, you're trying to see through it, and the more you wipe, the more the smear is there, and you get frustrated after a while, and then you're like, man, that's why people give up,
They give-
Right.
because they're individually suffering.
Right. And they don't want to share.
that
because of
word
their condition.
individual.
And we can rise together. So in changing the mindset that we now finding happiness first using the micronutrition.
Yes.
One of the major issues.
I like what you just
in
said. They're finding happiness.
Yes, but it is available. But you have to start with the source by fixing a broken engine.
Mhm.
Our broken engine is, first of all, how the brain operates on a daily basis. We are not giving it the minerals it needs. Every mammal in nature seeks minerals. Literally, they have to have it. In nature, the Indians knew that there were certain parks or certain places on Earth where they will go and get the animal licks. They will go and find the minerals. The animals would go there. It didn't matter what it is, they will end up there to seek minerals. So the Indians would just sit back and just wait on the trails and just, go and get food because the animals had to go there to get their minerals to survive. We don't do that. We don't get that in our foods anymore. So a large percentage of America is suffering from some sort of mental deficiency because we don't have the minerals in our body.
The breakdown starts up here.
And the breakdown starts
Right.
up here.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So they found this out again back into animals that when they mineralized and gave them the minerals they needed, they were back to being the animals that they were.
Wow.
Wow.
We are suffering from malnutrition from minerals. So along came the nutrition from the micronutrition. When that enters the brain, people are like, okay, how is taking this product going to make me happy? How is it? Well, the brain is naturally happy. So when you give it the nutrition it needs, you tune the brain and the body would follow
Back to its natural state.
back to its natural state. So why the flagship is micronutrition for everybody to restart that. That's the basis of when you mineralize the body,
Mhm.
then the body starts to fall back in place. And then you work on what systems need to be propped up from there. But you have to go back to mineralizing the body. And that's where the product, the number one product of BrainSense comes in.
You know what?
Fascinating.
Also, when a lot of these people who have certain ailments, like the muscadine,
Mm,
and our friend Gio was talking about how it helped his sight.
mm,
So now I noticed when I go out, keep forgetting my glasses. And I'm like, what is going on? I put my glasses on and it was blurry. I'm like, or the dirt, I kept cleaning them. And what I realized, I thought about Gio. I said, Gio said this would help your eyesight. And it did. It actually helps my eyesight.
Yeah.
And I can see, but I have my glasses on now, but I don't need my glasses like I used to. I can drive without my glasses
I,
now.
the muscadine is amazing
And it's-
because now you have.
I've only been on this product for like 4 months.
It is amazing. Well, when you have something that, when you get a chance, guys, Google Wake Forest University muscadine study. You'll see how
Definitely.
they spent. They got a donation of over $20 million to do research on muscadine.
Mhm.
And what muscadine is literally muscadine grape skin and seeds. And what Common Sense did is made it into a formula that's micronutrition. Okay, so it gets into the blood-brain barrier very quickly.
Yes.
And it helps reduce inflammation very quickly, increasing cardiovascular health
Yes.
because you have something that's a very, very powerful antioxidant naturally
Right.
for the body.
And yesterday, speaking of the blood circulation, when I went to go get my checkup, my blood pressure, he said, "Oh, your blood pressure is doing great." I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
And
that
that's-
works with
yeah."
that.
It was like the muscadine, the brain sense, and the brain sense too is has other things in it
Right.
for the body as well.
All natural.
32 natural mineral supplements, vitamins,
Mhm.
micronutrition.
Mhm. It's like a
Um,
multivitamin.
It is. It's a daily multi, but starting with the brain.
Yes.
So once you start there, then the body it goes into a lot more in for the brain, which the brain is the master organ that's designed to heal the body.
Yes.
But you can't take a Ferrari, throw sugar in it, and then expect it to work.
No, you
Right,
can't.
you can't.
A Civic would blow past it. It's not a Ferrari anymore,
Exactly, not a Ferrari.
So that's what, and because especially dealing with your brain needs millions of nutrition for it to work. It's the master organ. It
Right.
it creates electricity. But we also have to remember too that it itself is a battery.
Mhm.
Okay, it's
Yes.
energy.
It's
So
energy.
where we coming at the full body balance side is helping that side of the body on the energy side,
Mhm.
and then with the supplement side, henceforth full
Mm.
body balance.
Full
Right.
body balance.
Full body balance.
Okay,
Yes.
and that is the basis of what common sense brings. It brings um, supplements that you absolutely need in your life. It's not a health fad. I've
No, it's
lost
not.
over, I would say, going on 20 pounds now that I've kept off my body. My bones feel great. My joints feel great because I'm using things. I'm not just consuming, I'm also using. And, well, the way common sense is set up is that it's a win win win.
Yes.
It is.
You share this with friends and family, you grow together.
Right.
And
You cheer each
now,
other on. You want to do
Yeah,
better.
yeah, that's
You do.
there is a I wanted to talk real quick about
Sure.
speaking of community, they have a weight loss community
Yes.
in Common Sense right
Yes.
now.
I'm in it. It's
Okay.
called it's called CS Flap
That's good.
um
That-
Fab
Fab.
to Fabulous.
Fab the Fabulous.
Fab to Fabulous.
It's amazing.
It's two of it. It's
It's
two Fs.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's called CS Fab to Fabulous, and it's a group
Yeah.
of individuals from all over America that use the common sense products, but also use it. We're going in on a weight loss challenge,
Mhm.
and what's so cool about it is the challenge is yourself.
Right.
The only challenge that you have is your self discipline.
Yes.
And when you are happy, you realize that you want to do better.
Yes.
Mhm.
And you don't have to be a part of Common Sense to be in this group.
No, not at all.
yes.
People from all over that's joining. Again, like-minded,
Like-minded individuals.
community,
Right.
sharing each other on. I love that we share recipes. We share our downs and our ups.
Right. And that's
Um,
important to
and
be
it's
vulnerable
important.
and share. And to
And
know that you're not alone. in your
Yes.
journey.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And again, and what that's doing for me now, the competitive side of me is going, it's a race and I'm going to win. I'm winning. So every day I get up and go, what can I do better today? What can I do to keep, healthy? We went shopping. It's taken us longer to shop now because we look at the labels. You have to,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
so-
found out something that was in the
In the
protein
In protein powder. It was
In
a
protein
product from a human waste.
from a human waste.
Yeah. So again, we spend more time making sure that we're doing things that's going to be beneficial. If it's not going to evolve me,
Right.
I'm not going to involve it in my life.
Good advice.
Because
Absolutely.
and that comes down to nutrition. Because without nutrition, you won't have good health.
That's right.
And so you have to start there.
That's
So
right.
just across the board, I am so grateful for this community that we have, and why we're growing is that people out there, I understand the reluctancy of trying something new. We've been sold from the moment we're born. We've been
Right.
sold things in our lives,
Right.
Yes.
but unfortunately, we've been told the word no a million times too.
Mhm.
Okay. So we need to change that narrative. And instead of looking for the bad always and then, maybe the good, how about change the narrative? Just look for the good first.
What's the best that can happen?
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
Now, Joe talked about a situation. Okay. This is 90% of most people. There's a problem with the room, problem with the hotel. Okay. They went in, big issue. They couldn't do what they needed to, so they had to change rooms. Instead of going, oh my gosh, there's an inconvenience, blah, blah, this and that, and just going all around, his mindset was looking for the good in that. Okay, we're going to have to unpack, no problem, go into a new room. Now, come to find out, they got a bigger, better room.
Of course they did.
Mhm.
That's how that
Well,
works. Of
that's
course
how
they
it
They
did.
got a bigger, better, instead of going, most people would go to the rage instead
Yes.
of going to, okay, well, maybe certain things happen for a
Right.
better
What a
cause.
waste of energy when
Yeah.
you could just allow and be better.
That's
Yes.
right. And it starts about being tapped in with the mind.
Yes.
Going back to the brain sense. You're being tapped in with the mind. And when you're tapped in and you feel closer to God and that wisdom, you start to realize that, you're part of a bigger plan, a bigger oneness. And when you're part of a group that's, doing good things for people, helping people, guess what? You get blessed for that.
Yes, yes.
Your blessings come.
It's going on a it's a vibrational thing. So really and truly, we need to have that type of mentality when it comes to looking at life. Is really and truly tapping into staying on a frequency of good. But if we complain and if we have the negative and the negative and the negative, and if that's what you start out your day with, that's what's going to come back to you on a daily basis.
For sure. We've seen it time and time again.
So really and truly, guys, I can't, as a human being, one to the other, try Common Sense products.
Yeah.
Okay. You have a 30-day money back on.
Oh
these
yeah, we never
products.
talk about that.
Yeah.
30-day money back. If you don't feel anything, you can send it back.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's not for
and
you. You
get
can
your
send it
money
back.
back because it's my goal this month. My theme this month is try something new.
I do that every day, and since I've done that, it's been so fun. I'm so excited for you. You're gonna have
Try
so
something
much
new.
fun.
Okay, try something different. Get out of the monotony.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to people. When you go to the grocery store, say hi. Before you walk through a door, look behind you. See who's behind you 1st. Before you reach for that door, look behind you.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Look for others. Serve more than self.
Right. You have to serve. That's how it happens. If you serve, then everything works out. That's where it all comes from. It's
Yeah.
so hard.
I'm again just so ecstatic for that.
Yeah.
And growing as a community, as men, we need to reach out more, and it's okay to have vulnerable feelings. We're taught this. All the time.
Women don't like that. You guys are all like that. We like the vulnerable feelings. That's
there's a balance.
There's a balance
Right.
to everything.
But we're so used to seeing something different. Like if
Yeah.
people can learn how to be in touch with their feelings, that's important.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
The hardness again back
they
to
won't be
being
as hard.
balanced
Women won't be as
is
hard.
it comes down to what serving the ego part of things. I think in our society we do that a lot,
We do.
and that which goes nowhere, and that's where the coming back to the community mindset. And growing as a community. There are a lot of companies right now that are shutting down. A lot of businesses going out of business because the economy is just, people don't have the disposable income. And where common sense comes in is that you can work this right from the comfort of your home.
Right.
And right with your kids around. And that's what our theme is time, money, freedom.
And your support
Yes.
group is fantastic, though, and there is no ego involved in the support group.
No.
We want you to exceed. We want excel in all areas of your life. Not I'm just losing weight, but still being miserable.
At convention, did you sense anybody was like, oh, I'm this or that? It wasn't like that at all.
No, it was
None of
literally
Mm-mm.
here to grow and help and excel and just everything across the board when it comes to our everyday society. We need to change. We need to change and build as a community. If you're losing your job, reach out to the community. We have things here that can help, that we can grow together, that we can build wealth together. Amazon is growing for a reason because instead of one company having everything, we have a company now that involves every distributor is involved in making the company grow.
And guess what?
No man is an island.
What I found is you have to fulfill a need.
Mhm.
And our body needs these products. I mean, I was out there boxing, doing jump rope, and usually I have my joints, especially when it's cold, my joints hurt. So I had the optimizer. I was drinking the optimizer and the foundation and the greens
And the boost, too.
and the boost.
Mhm.
And I'm going to tell you, I mixed those together. Within the next day, I didn't have any of the pain. It would have took me 2-3 weeks to recover.
He didn't have the collagen yet.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. So, and I was like, oh man, this is what it is. This is working for me.
Yes.
And as I get older, we need things like that to replenish our bodies, to get us back into that shape, you know.
Well, you mentioned the collagen. So my go-to for the last 60, 90 days has been the shake, the greens, and the collagen.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I actually use and put in my shake. I remember just finished my shake not too long ago. That's my meal replacement. So
Okay.
since then, inches off of my belly, inches off of my face. I've kept it off. I'm sleeping better. Just all around, just a phenomenal reset to my body. And that's only been 90 days.
Right.
So I can't wait to really start powerlifting now. I have to get some.
I'm so excited.
I-
No, you gonna come to the boxing gym with me?
I
My
can't-
master's boxing
I-
gym in Wilkinsburg.
I can't
Yes.
wait to, because I had to get the information down, get my nutrition. So I can't wait to start powerlifting and
Yeah.
really getting the starting on the 1-pack. I had to, right. I had to get it down first. So I'm good, and I can't wait to get started. So really and truly, guys, Elevated Health and Wellness Podcast. I mean, it's an honor to be here, and with Tony and Daryl Doobie. Really and truly reach out to us. Visit our website, negativeionstore.com.
And come out to the store.
Yeah,
Come
There's
on
some
out.
great things
Come out.
happening in the
Yeah.
store.
We
Get your
have-
foot detox.
Yep.
Mhm.
Get a light bed
Get-
which realigns your
Yes.
your actual cellular detox. It builds mind and body. We have tons of products here. We have the common sense products across the board for anything you need.
Great
that's
these
missing.
salt lamps
Right.
that help too.
Just-
the
just-
salt room.
Yeah, we're live from the Salt Cave.
We're live from the
Rejuvenation
Salt Cave.
is the key. There is an answer. Give us a try, and I promise you, it'll
Yeah.
be well worth it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So with that, thank you so much, guys. It's been an amazing, amazing day. And we will see you on episode number 4 coming up soon.
Thank you for
Thank
joining
you,
us.
guys.
Have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day, guys.